Hey guys, Zulu here from the Flowzion, just creating another Winning Wednesday video for you for this week. So this week I wanted to talk about having an AMGD list, which is an absolutely must get done list. Basically it's like a to-do list, but it differs in a couple important ways. It's having an absolutely must get done list is going to skyrocket your productivity and effectiveness basically. If you're watching this and you've been someone who has written lists in the past, I imagine I've had this experience myself where you've written a list, so you've written a list of items, and you get to work, you might have gotten a few done. The end of the day comes, there's a whole bunch of things you haven't done. The next day comes around, you're like, oh, I need to actually finish those tasks. So you have those, and then other tasks come in that you have to do. You add those to the list, and the list gets longer, and this happens 4, 5, 6 days in a row, and your list can just pile up, and you're like, wow, get overwhelmed by all the sheer amount of things that you have to do. So I've done that in the past. I've been through that, so I know what that's like, and this is why I use the AMGD list now. Another thing you may have done is you've written lists and gotten heaps done. You've gotten all these things. Your day's been you felt super busy, and like you're just ticking things off. And then the end of the day comes, and you're like, oh, the most important task that would have made the most difference you haven't touched. Again, I've been guilty of this myself. Again, why I now use the AMGD list to avoid that. If you're not into writing lists, then oh, lists aren't for me. You might be that kind of person. Then that's cool. There is reports of everyone who's done lists, or even to take into account the first two things I mentioned. People who do write lists report back high levels of productivity. They report back more focused, like they're more focused on the tasks at hand, less stress because the things aren't in their mind, they're actually on paper now. They also just generally feel more organized and efficient and effective with their time. So it is a great time management tool, time and energy management tool. So it's not to be discounted, especially with the absolutely must get done principles and philosophy. This is why I'm sharing this with you, just because to-do lists are, I don't necessarily use to-do lists. I use the absolutely must get done list, and I encourage everyone who wants to get things done to do so as well. What is it? It's basically, what is an absolutely must get done list? It's basically a list of tasks that you feel you absolutely must get done. So they're going to make a difference whether you do them or you don't do them. They're going to have a big impact in your life. If anyone's familiar with Brian Tracy, then you would have known about eating your big frog first in the morning. Basically, that means attacking and tackling your biggest, most scariest, most difficult task first thing. And that's what the AMGD list is. It's basically a list of big frogs, or big frog and then medium-sized frogs, things that are going to make a big difference in your life, whether you do them or don't do them. They're going to have consequences in your life. So there's a few principles. So I like to keep the list small in terms of like size physically. Here's one that I prepared earlier. I just grab a flyer, so it's like A6 size. You can get flyers from anywhere, people giving out flyers left, right and center. This is made out of card, so it's a little bit more durable than a piece of paper. Folded in half and then folded in half again. So it's a tiny little booklet. You can't actually fit that many items on it, so it cannot get overwhelming. This is very important because it feels manageable. You've only got 4 to 8 tasks on there, so you can actually do that, finish that in a day. If you get up early and get started on it, by midday you might have finished everything, so then you can use another page or fill out if you've got some blank space at the bottom. Another principle, so to use with the AMGD list, is to keep it very specific and basically be ruthless with what you have on here. So if you don't need to do it, if you can delegate it, if you can eliminate it, then do so. Only have it on here if it absolutely must get done. So that's the whole point of it. If it's, oh, it'd be nice to do it, or oh, I should do that, or I need to do that, then it doesn't belong on here. Put that on a different list, save that for another occasion, delegate it, eliminate it, or just forget about it. If it really is going to have a big impact in your life, then it is included on here. Another philosophy or principle to keep in mind when using this is a lot of people can fall into the trap of writing down a list, never looking at it to the end of the day, getting back to it, oh, I haven't done anything on my list. Or you might look at it once or twice and get a few things done. Okay, feel a bit productive, put it aside, and again, distractions, life gets in the way, come back to your list. Oh, I haven't done anything, or I've only done one or two things. So looking at it regularly is another principle. So I have a little sleeve which I use. I can just put that in there. I look at it regularly. That protects it. I can just regularly look at it. Oh, what else is next? Cool. If I get distracted, oh, what's on my list? I look on my list and just cross it off. Another principle to keep in mind when you're using the absolutely must get done list is to visualize actually taking the actions as you're writing them down. So you're writing down what you need to do, visualize yourself taking those actions that you're writing down, basically. Because using a pen and paper is, we've all got these apps with these to-do lists, which are great. There's something about magic about having a pen. It's like a magical process of manifestation and making things real from your brain written down in ink. I'm old school. I like to have pen and paper, so this also is probably my number one productivity tool. People ask me, what's your, how do you get heaps of things done? How do you get so much done? You seem like such a busy person, and you're actually productive, not just busy. What's your secret? Like, what's your number one? I'd say pen, paper. Easily, pen and paper would be my number one productivity tip. Time and energy management, pen, paper. Those are the two things. So that's the list. That's the AMGD list. That's all I wanted to share with you this week. If there's, I also encourage you to try it. So, again, if you're one of those people who've done this in the past and thought, oh, lists aren't for me, just don't believe me. Just try it yourself and see for yourself. Try it for a week, and you'll see for yourself whether or not it'll benefit you. So that's the AMGD list, and this is Winning Wednesday. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Rock on.